Always great talking to Eryk Anders, who's stepping up on short notice, going to be taking on Antônio Arroyo at UFC Fight Night on November 14th. Eryk, what's up, man? How you doing?
Man, what's going on, man? Just, kicking it, working, training, same old, same old.
And getting some recovery at the PI. We're live on location. How's that going?
It's good, man. I'm kind of cramming for the test right now, so I'm a little sore. So, places like this, hot tub, cold tub, and stuff like that really makes it so I can train how I want and need to train for this.
How long have you been in Vegas?
So this week. We got back like 3 a.m. on Monday from Abu Dhabi with Walt. And, man, I really just didn't feel like sitting on a plane for another 8 hours, trying to get home and then have to come back to Vegas a few weeks later. So, and on top of that, a bunch of the guys from our gym fight next week, so they're all cutting weight and stuff. So I just didn't think there would be a whole lot of work to get while I was at home. So made a decision to stay out here, and I think it was the right one.
No, I'd say so. And you get access to the PI and all that too. Where are you staying in Vegas? Are you getting like an Airbnb or something?
No, my manager, Jason House.
You're staying with Jason, of course. Yeah, because he moved there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they moved from, Southern California out here not too long ago. So I'm staying in a pretty nice house.
You're staying in the house, which is good.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Casa's casa.
So I mentioned the fight here coming up on the 14th. Your last fight, I know things did not work out in that one. What did you take away from that performance against Jocko in your last fight?
To be honest, I'm pretty embarrassed about my performance. That's not the way that I typically fight. I've never fought that way before. A lot of, I'm kind of upset at myself for letting, I think some, outside extenuating circumstances kind of played a role in that. And, kind of really super disappointed in myself for letting, the outside stuff affects what happens in the cage and whatnot. So, man, I just didn't fight my best fight. I didn't, I'm not even sure who that guy was in there. I'm extremely disappointed and embarrassed about that performance. So, looking to bounce back.
And good thing you got this fight coming up here on the 14th. Can close out the year strong. What do you know about your opponent, Arroyo? 9-3 record. How do you feel like you match up against him?
I like the matchup. I feel like he's one of the bigger middleweights. He's tall. Throws a lot of kicks. Has that karate in and out style that we've seen me struggle with over the years. Guys who move like that, but. I think I got it nailed this time and look to be the hammer in this one.
Well, and you fought a guy who's a little bit better in that sense in Machida in a fight that I think a lot of people felt like you won. So does that give you a bit more confidence knowing you fought a guy who's a little bit more well-versed in that area?
Yeah, I definitely have the experience going into this fight. I think he's had 1 UFC fight. I've had 10. So I just don't see him doing much that I haven't seen already, I think he's really good at what he does do, but I think it kind of plays into my wheelhouse.
Absolutely. When did you find out about this fight? Because we're, it's 2 weeks away, and I know it was short notice. So did you get a decent amount of notice for this one?
Not really. I think I took this fight, I was on the island, drinking a beer.
Right.
They called me, So yeah, not too much notice, but whatever. I feel like I thrive. In these kind of situations, all my short notice fights, have been really good ones, and I've won some performance bonuses on short notice fights. So I'd love to go out there and do the same.
And like a terrible host, I interrupted you there when you were talking about when I was asking you about the when you found out the news and stuff. And you said you were drinking some beers. Were you you weren't partying, or were you just having a couple drinks and
Nah, man, I wasn't going. I wasn't going crazy, but on fight week, Walt only works out once or twice. He hits mitts, and then we move around and spar a little bit, like flow, touch spar and stuff. So it's, after he's done with that, we're done for the rest of the day. So, I was just kind of relaxing, chill.
Not much else to do on Fight Island, right? So
yeah. It was pretty, blocked off and isolated. We could go to the beach, and that was about it. So, there wasn't nothing to do but sit there and drink anyway. So, yeah.
Okay.
So.
Fair enough. What type of camp have you had leading into this?
Man, really didn't have a camp, but the people at Extreme Couture, the PI, 10th Planet in Vegas, you know, they're always so nice to me and more than welcoming for me to come in and train. Eric Nixick will be in my corner for this fight. James Krause is out here. I've been working with him. And, you know, all the bodies in the gym and stuff, everybody's super nice and, you know, willing to give me that look. Montel Williams, I was working with him. He's an up-and-comer fighting out here in Vegas. And, yeah, you know, so, man, I feel good. I feel confident and comfortable with these guys and, you know, trusting them to, you know, get me trained up and ready for this fight.
Are you talking, you said Montel Williams. Do you mean Montel Jackson? Is there a fighter named Montel Williams, really?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Like the host. You know who I'm talking about, right?
He's his son.
Oh, is it?
Son. Yeah, you'll hear about him if you don't know about him yet.
I don't. That's crazy. I had no idea because when you said Montel Williams, I thought of Montel, the old talk show that they used to have.
Yeah, it's his son.
Wow. Okay, I got to interview that guy. That's super interesting.
I believe he's 5-0. He just fought last week. When is it? He fought for CFFC.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I'll keep tabs on that. I'll keep tabs. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. He's very nice striker, great ground game. You know, you'll see him in the big show soon enough.
We talked about, you know, not having much of a camp, but you were helping Walt Harris for his fight as well, right? So at least you were in somewhat of a camp leading into this.
Yeah, man, I'm in shape. I'm good to go. You know, my weight is good. It's not like, you know.
You're not coming off the couch type thing, yeah.
Nah. I'm a pretty active dude. I stay training. Really, the only thing that changes when I do have a fight coming up is the intensity in my training and what I'm eating, you know. So just clean up my diet and, you know, run a little bit more. But other than that, you know, I'm good to go.
Did you get to work with Ian Heinisch when he was at Extreme Couture? Because I know that's another middleweight that's ranked that would be probably a good look, I would imagine.
He left as I was coming in, so we missed each other by a few days.
Okay, interesting. And how's the weight going ahead of this fight?
Man, it's good, man. You know, I'm a little heavier than I'd like to be at this point, but, you know, that's to be expected when you take a fight on short notice. So, no worries, though. You know, I'm confident. I'll make the weight, and, you know, I do every time. So, you know, it's all good.
How do you see the fight unfolding on November 14th?
Man, Antonio is a tough dude. You know, he's durable. So, I am looking for a finish in this fight, though. I think I need that to redeem myself for my last fight. So, you know, I'm always and forever searching for that finish, whether it be on the ground or on the feet. So, that's what I'm looking to do.
Where do you feel like a win would put you with a victory here? You know, I'm sure you're keeping an eye on the rankings and all that. Do you feel like that's going to get you back in the driver's seat?
Yeah, man. Every time you come off a win, you got a little more say in things and whatnot, and the community certainly respects you a little bit more coming off a win. So, like in terms of like rankings and stuff, I don't think it does anything for me. Mm-hmm. But you know, 2-3 fights from now, I'm on a 3 or 4 fight win streak. You know, so you know this fight kind of starts the streak that will put me in the top 15, 10, 5, and things like that.
If you come out of this unscathed, do you want to get one more in this year, or are you looking more towards next year?
Yeah, I'm down. You know, especially like I said, the short notice thing. You know, I perform well under the circumstances. So yeah, if I get out of there unscathed, unhurt, you know, I'd definitely be down to get in there in December.
Eryk, always great catching up with you, man. Really appreciate the time, especially as you're doing recovery here today. Just remind people where they can get a hold of you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours, man.
Yeah, you guys can find me Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Eryk Anders. Shout out to Rev Gear, Infinite CBD, NutraEffects. You know, supplements and gear, man, it's hard to train without them, especially at this level. You know, recovery is a big thing. So, you know, shout out to those guys for keeping the wheels greased and, you know, things moving.